Says we're going to be clipping this out. All right. Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. I'm here with Luto Ni Sexy. She is actually in Hong Kong right now, and we were having just a couple of words the other day, and just I wanted folks to kind of get to know like what you're experiencing in day-to-day life down there in Hong Kong, like with the outbreak of like COVID-19, the novel coronavirus. Like you were saying certain things to me the other day, just kind of like what's happening on the ground there.
Oh, in Hong Kong right now, of course, they are having a trouble right now because of that problem, that coronavirus. Of course, everyday living. Of course, there is affect. Of course, we can affect it. Of course, when we go out, you must to wear a lot of things. You must to cover all yourself, and you must to wear all cover yourself, mask, and yeah, the very important is mask, and you must to wear shoes. Yeah, and right now, yesterday there is one Filipina infected already for coronavirus. That is an update today, and she is Filipina, and she working here as a helper, and she don't know that her boss is already infected, and her boss passed by her, so now
Hmm.
she's infected now right now. But before that happened, the Filipina was gathering with her friends also, with Filipina co-Filipina also. So now some of her friends also they are checking for the physical because they check if they're having also. So they are waiting for the result.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, and also especially here we don't have any some especially the noodles don't have we don't have noodles right now here. And also the rice before last week really is empty. Rice and noodles and the bleach is empty. But today I went from the store. I just checked. I just checked today, and I'm glad that I saw there is a some of rice. Now
hmm.
is a little bit okay. Then there is a cup of noodles right now. Just
Okay.
only a cup noodles.
What you were saying too before, like that rice and at times noodles does actually make up a large part of a lot of the traditional like Hong Kong diet for many people. Is that true or?
Yeah, for the Hong Kongers people is of course the noodles they are very important for them. Of course, it's very easy to cook, and also the rice. Yeah, that's very important. And also the bleach. Bleach is uh bleach for cleaning, of course, so they can clean all the dirty and also the virus also.
Hmm. Well, bleach is generally universal disinfectant. It can be very deadly, but it is a great cleaning agent. It kills many types of viruses and everything. So I mean, it seems to have a universal effect there. And you said at least when you went more recently, it definitely there actually was rice, and you were able to secure some noodles and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Because well, that can be one of the concerns too, especially Hong Kong is it is an island, so it's a lot of things either coming through bridges or ports, and that's a main way of travel. So it's in that unique situation that its proximity to Wuhan, the greater mainland China area there, it's where they're going to cordon everything off. Would they allow transport? But it sounds like there's been a response, and it seems like a lot of folks are on top of things. And again, we're hearing up to a 24-day incubation period before you even show any symptoms. And if you could spread the disease, like that young Filipina you were describing right there, it sounds like she didn't know her boss had it. Her boss likely didn't know that he had it. And then
Yeah,
before she found out that she had it, she had been around
it
certain groups
already
of
spread.
friends. So it
Yeah,
sounds
it
like they're
already spread.
okay. Now, how are the conditions for people? Like, like what is happening there? Like, what are you experiencing? Are they like
uh
quarantining people or?
Yeah, there is one building here. Yeah, one building is already quarantined because they found that there is one infected also. It's Chinese, and also their side because me and my boss house is already in between the north side and the east side is already have infected people there. So we are in the between. So my boss told me that we must to take her because the virus is all around us. So we must take care. Be careful. We're not going out. She said to me, "Go yes." And my boss, well, tonight, my boss, the guy, he told me that we glad that my helper doesn't like to go out. Go yes, I don't like to go out. Even before we don't have problem about the virus. Really, I don't like to go outside every my holiday. I always stay in my room. So they said that tonight, sir said that to me that, oh, we're glad that your my helper is doesn't like to go out. Then you see that Filipina right now, she having it, and we didn't know that she spread already because she went with her friends together. So
Oh,
now that her friends also they having check up for their bodies and they're waiting for the result.
and now, how are the things with the test? Because I've been hearing from different sources on the internet people saying that some of the tests that they had weren't necessarily accurate. Like it might say you don't have it, but you might actually have it, or it'll say you have it, but you don't actually have it.
Yeah, even you don't have any symptoms, you must to check yourself because from the
Right,
air,
right. Because
yeah,
it really sounds like what you're hearing. It's kind of more. It's an airborne virus because that's something that they weren't really sure about. Because I guess there are certain things like with Ebola and stuff. Typically, you need like direct contact. It's not really airborne, but it does have unfortunately a very high mortality rate. It seems like the COVID-19, this coronavirus here, it seems to have about a 2% mortality rate. It did seem that there were some preliminary results that were suggesting that maybe Asian males had a bit of a higher mortality percent, I think 2 to 5% there. But again, a lot of this is kind of in the works. You're not necessarily sure, was this a actual coronavirus? Was this pneumonia? Or some of these pneumonia cases actually the coronavirus and we just simply didn't test for it?
mm.
So,
You know what? The biggest problem here if the old people got it because that is a very very big problem because if the old people they cannot survive, especially if they have problem also, especially the chronic disease. If they can have the chronic disease and they can have coronavirus, of course cannot survive that because they're very was that complicated already.
yeah, their health is compromised,
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And also there's one die already here. The infected total infected here is just people. 61 people and one die and two recover.
Okay. So I mean that's generally within the range of a lot of things that we've seen here as well, and it's like you said, if somebody has a compromised immune system, typically if it's an older person that may have underlying health issues, they're already kind of compromised there. It's
Yeah,
that is something that we see usually with the flu over here as well. It's just the
yeah.
concern really is like we don't. I've heard a company say that they have a vaccine for it, but as far as a
Mm,
treatment for somebody that actually has it, I'm not
mm,
necessarily sure I've heard anything like that. And it's just the sheer fact that you're dealing with a virus that is almost like for the month of February, 24 days. There's only 28 days in February. That's almost the entire month. So if you might not have symptoms, but you could still spread it, that's the thing.
yes.
People don't know.
Yeah. We don't know that I have it. We don't know.
No,
Because
no,
I'm
no, no.
here.
You know what? I don't know. Is it inky? That's the thing. We don't know. But it sounds like, from what I'm hearing from you, Ludo, it's like the folks there in Hong Kong, they are taking this serious. They want to just do the best they can and see just what happens. So,
Yeah.
welcome, Kid Wonder.
Hey, what's up, Bruce?
How you doing, my man? We're just finishing off the interview with Ludo is sexy.
You record already? Not yet.
Do I have permission to put you up in this clip on my channel?
Sure.
Yeah, yes, it's fine, no problem.
Cool. But so Ludo, what are your final thoughts for what you're seeing on the ground?
Here, of course, every Sunday, because here in Hong Kong, every Sunday is a holiday for all the domestic helper, Filipino and Indonesian, Indonesian and the other nationality. I don't know what kind of country the other one, and also every space here, park, uh, church, and every every part of Hong Kong here is very crowded. But from now, when the virus started, it's all empty.
Well, thank you very much. All right, we'll bring you back to your regular scheduled program. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you.